symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
What's happening, everybody? The Job Guys back with you one more time. Nitro, Nick, and Ryan are here. As always, we thank you for being here. Joining the Job Guys as we do another recap of the PLE. This time, it's the annual Money in the Bank. Nick, I don't think they said it all night. It's not the 20-year anniversary of the pay-per-view, but Money in the Bank was WrestleMania 21. Right. 20 years ago. I'm surprised they didn't play that up more. 20 years of Money in the Bank. But once again, WWE doesn't know what anniversaries are. We found that out.
It'll be next year.
Or last year. They don't do too well with anniversaries. No. Just ask WrestleMania 25. But hey, they got 17,000. They're back at the Intuit Dome for the first time since the very first Raw on Netflix. That building, by all accounts, is just absolutely incredible. You could see it. Every seat has a light on it, and they kept changing the colors of the lights. It was cool. Not too much excitement for me, though, Nick, going into this pay-per-view. No. If you've listened to the show, you know I've kind of been over the Money in the Bank thing for a while. And this one, like, especially the guys match, there's like no main event dudes. It was pretty obvious who was going to win. The girls was a lot of new people. And then the main event was just kind of, all right, the Cena thing hasn't been great. So I figured something major had to happen. And what do you know? Something major happens at the very end. Let's start there, as we always do when something big happens. R-Truth comes out of the crowd. It beats up John Cena after he had hit Cody in the head with the belt. Beats him up, runs back out. Cody wins the match in the big tag team match at the end of the night. There were truth chants all last night. There were truth chants on Monday, truth chants all day today during the pay-per-view. Now the only question is, Nick, did the WWE listen to the fans or did they work the internet, brother?
I was going to ask you what it was. Literally wrote the same thing down because me and you talked, Ryan. The way he departed,
out of the
as
blue.
much as people were upset about them, like supposedly releasing him, we were like, well, then why wasn't the match at Saturday night's main event career versus title?
Yes.
You know, like why didn't they play that up? But then they kind of covered that with Carlito because he's kind of just released and gone.
Valhalla as well. And Nick, I want to get this out there because he never made this clear. Not released. They said his contract was not going to be renewed. But when is it up? In 2028? Or is it up in July? Like, we don't know when.
I had read, and again, this could be all work too. They had supposedly laid a contract on R-Truth for
less money.
I guess less. Yeah. That he had. That was the rumor, if you believe that.
Yep.
You know, I don't know, Ryan. This. My bigger question, Ryan, how old is R-Truth for people? Okay, 53. There you go. For people listening.
Yep.
He seems incredibly over, Ryan. Like the fans want to cheer for him.
Yeah.
Ryan, he's 53 and he's been R-Truth what's up guy for 20 years now. I mean,
you just said a lot of things that I have a few answers for. You just said a bunch of them. I had heard, actually, I did not hear this. A buddy of mine, shout out to Brian, he said he heard this entire Cena run was now going to be about R-Truth and R-Truth trying to turn him back the entire way. I was like, I don't know about the whole time. Now, after today, this very well may be what it is. And yes, I do think it's a work. I think it's an incredibly elaborate work. The second Money in the Bank got done, Nick, all of his stuff was back online immediately under the name Ron Killings, not R-Truth. Under the name Ron Killings. So all his stuff is back up.
Well, Ryan, I got one for you, too.
The other thing, though, he didn't say when his contract was up. So it might be up in August, but they're going to keep this going. And maybe that is true. what he said, but they're going to work him till August. Or this whole thing is, his thing's up in 2026.
Right, or his contract's up. And I did notice they kind of, not saying it's 100%. They kept mentioning Cody got his revenge. Cody got his pin
because he got his pin. Yeah,
I get it, but are they moving on from Cody and Cena now? Like, is that like I don't know. I'm asking. Like, they kept mentioning that. Are we moving to R-Truth? Maybe we come back to Cody. Or are we shutting the door on Cody? Is someone
Logan
else
Paul? He fought with Logan Paul throughout the night. I'm Logan Paul. I'm John Cena. Well, I'm Logan Paul. I'm here to teach you. Well, then teach me. And then he hit him accidentally. Like, why would you do all that if they're not going to fight?
The heel turns compared to Hogan. It's Hogan 98.
He's fighting everybody.
He's going to fight everybody, man. Like, I mean, but, I don't know, man. A lot of questions. I think that, some good to that. I mean, the pin, I would really like to move away from Cody right now for a little bit.
Well, everybody assumes Cody's going to win the belt before Cena leaves.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't want to see him lose at a SummerSlam or something and then get it back later.
Right. And I don't want Cena to drop it back yet and turn face yet. Like, I don't,
and they're already teasing it,
Yeah, I don't. So I don't know. Interesting finish though, right? I mean, R-Truth definitely over.
Are you surprised? I was going to ask you that last, but you brought it up twice. How shocked, if at all, are you at the response to his release? Because I am shocked beyond belief. I knew it would be when they release massive people get mad and all that. This seemed a little different, and I was shocked. And again, I'll shout out another one of my boys, one guy in particular, even older than we are. And he's like, I can't believe it, man. He's so entertaining, man. He is so entertaining. He's so great. And I'm like, huh. And I'm just thinking, being the cynical jerk I am, I'm thinking, well, if you guys cared about him this much, he probably wouldn't have gotten let go, if you were this vocal. But are you surprised by how? Yeah, me too.
It seemed bigger. Remember a few years ago, I think during COVID, WWE had that massive release of guys and all them. And I feel like, and then we've released Strowman a couple times back and forth since then.
Yep.
You've had some NXT people recently. None of them have had the fight, like the fire that R-Truth. I mean, these people came out of the woodwork for this guy, man.
That's a great way to put it. Like, where did you come from? All you people that are apparently massive fans. And I'm not ripping on anybody.
No,
I thought, all right, he's funny. He plays his part. I think he's been better lately when he's just here and there, makes a quick, and then he leaves. Make a quick one-liner, and that's fine. I've been shocked by this. I had a feeling, I did not think it'd be tonight. I had a feeling he was coming back at some point and would play a part in the Cena turning back face before he retires. He'd be back at some point, especially after SmackDown last night. When Cena said the line, "You can't handle the truth," and then said truth about 3 more times during his promo, I was like, oh, he's definitely coming back. Because if you believe the internet, the dirt sheets told you that all the wrestlers were told, do not wear any R-Truth gear. Don't make any R-Truth mentions online. And that got leaked to the dirt sheets.
Yeah.
Now, hang on one second. He got allegedly let go or whatever Sunday. Now, I know they have merch trucks and everything that drive around. Where is anybody going to get an R-Truth shirt in one day? And you're trying to tell me Carmelo Hayes is dumb enough to just go on the air with an R-Truth shirt on? He's just going to walk out and go down to the aisle, or anybody. Liv Morgan's just going to come walking out with an R-Truth shirt. That's called career suicide. Like, you got to be... That's so preposterous. And the fact that people actually bought that, you
Now, Ryan, do you think there's any chance the contract thing? Now, maybe it is up in February 2026, and WWE saw the response to this and altered this story, or do you think this has been planned from the
I think
beginning
this
with
is
our
plain.
truth?
This is freaking. I almost did it, Nick.
There you
This
go.
is John Cena. No. And they're going to go, look at what happened when he turned heel. He wasn't really supposed to turn. The Rock wanted Cody to turn. They aren't going to turn in 2 days and change a John Cena booking
Yes,
for,
I agree.
when he's here for 6 months. No. No, I don't believe that whatsoever. I think this was the plan the whole time. I mean, look at it, Nick. You and I said the night he turned at Elimination Chamber, we said the first thing this needs to do is freaking murder our truth. And even though we are both shocked by the response, we knew that would get a response because that's been the joke for 10 years now. Oh, when I was growing up, I loved John Cena. Guy's 10 years younger than you. We knew that would get heat because he's the sweet, innocent, lovable goofball guy.
I tell you though, if it was intentional, releasing the other two with him, or like mentioning that news all three together was smart. I
Yeah,
mean, it
because
seemed
it
like
made it real.
yes, it was a very. I mean, the Carlito and what's her name, Valhalla. Yeah,
Valhalla,
the
yes.
release of those two with or the so-called. Well, I guess they got the same deal, right? Their contracts weren't
Yeah,
being
they didn't get
renewed.
let go. They're just not renewed. Yeah,
Right.
allegedly, if that's even true.
Yeah,
But,
who knows now? I mean, but
dude, the
hats
only
off though
thing is I
to the
said
WWE. It
Friday
was a
night,
really good cover.
SmackDown, the only thing I thought Cena should have said, I got him fired.
Yes,
I
I
said
agree.
that last night.
I agree.
He should have said, I got that guy. Oh, you can't handle the truth? Guess what? I'm the one that's responsible for the truth not being here. That would have been money. But then maybe it would have been too obvious. I don't know that it was a work. But
Yeah, maybe.
anything else on that? Yeah, like I said, there is PW Insider is reporting that they're reporting Ron Killings. Oh, congratulations. It was on their website at 10:02. So congratulations on that. And he's going to go by Ron Killings at least for a little bit here. And they say the decision to bring him back came in the last 2 days, or excuse me, 72 hours, 3 days. So they say he was gone and was brought back. That's coming from PW Insider. I'm sure everybody's going to have something to say about that here. What, in the next weeks?
I know. Yeah.
Anything else about that match that you want to get at? Very
not
slow.
the match. I
It
don't
got
think
better.
the matches to me, Ryan. I don't even really care. We can a little bit. It's kind of moving forward from here now is what this pay-per-view has kind of opened up to me a little bit. This kind of we're going to the King of the Ring.
Mhm.
I'd assume you're going to see a guy going after the other title. I assume Cena's title shots are probably set.
I gotta
Like who,
think Seth is fighting Jay at SummerSlam. That's
or
what
is
I
or is he cashing in at SummerSlam?
I maybe. I expect Seth to have that belt by SummerSlam. Let's say that.
Yeah,
one
I
way or
agree.
the other.
Now, is it? Would you say Cena in Truth at Summer or Cena Logan Paul?
I've been thinking Cena Punk at SummerSlam, but
That's a
dude, they
big
got a
match.
pay-per-view again in 2 weeks, and that's the King of the Ring. We know Cena's going to be there. Yeah, I don't know. Does he fight Truth again or Logan Paul? I don't know. Logan Paul has fought in Saudi Arabia a couple times now, had
Yeah.
big matches over there, fought Roman over there. Do they like him over there? Are they a fan of him
But
over there?
and I think though, if they do go with Logan Paul, that would kind of, I think, maybe give some clearance to what your friend had said. That's a heel versus heel, Ryan. That could be him
People are
moving
cheering
back.
Cena like crazy.
Yeah, that I think they're gonna. That would be them moving him back toward. And then if I think if you see that at the next pay-per-view, you may see Cena Truth with a turn at SummerSlam for Cena or something. I could see because
Well, they're setting something up regardless. As we said before he even did this, something's going to happen, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart style, where he's going to use the belt and then he thinks better about it. Well, they've set that every single match he has had, which is like 4, but
that's got to be the finish of
hit
this
the
story.
guy with the belt. When it ends, I assume it's going to be Cody at, let's say, Survivor Series. He's going to go to do it, not do it, throw the belt down, then he's going to lose. Now, it could be against R-Truth. I don't know. I assume that's what's going to happen.
Wow.
Let's go back to the beginning of the night. They opened with the ladies. Money in the Bank match. Nick, just go ahead, man. Give us your thoughts about it. Naomi is the winner. I think a lot of people thought that would happen. Why, I'm not so sure. The Money in the Bank fits her because it's a heel thing to have. And she's kind of sneaking around and she's, doing her stuff with Bianca and Jade. And so it fits her perfectly. So maybe that's why. Just your thoughts on the match, man. And then Naomi getting the best push she's had since the Glow thing started.
Again, the match was fine. It had some cool spots, had the spots that looked very choreographed and some spots that didn't go well. But I think the right person won. I'm with you. It's a heel match, Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Rhea Ripley cash in money. Look
Right.
what it's done to Tiffany Stratton. I really think that was kind of when
she needed it. Rhea doesn't. Rhea does not need it. Right.
But I think that was kind of Tiffany's downfall, the Money in the Bank, because
I think it is.
maybe you didn't see it coming, but she won the Money in the Bank as a heel, transitioned to a face, so now it doesn't work because faces can't cash this in well. It's not,
the constant teasing.
Yes, and that was awful as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The participants, Ryan, they keep
3 new girls: Julia, Stephanie, and Roxy, all brand new.
Right. I don't watch New Japan. I don't
watch either, but
Impact.
I think Julia's sweet, actually.
Ryan, Roxanne Perez can go. Julia can go. Even the Volker, what's her name? Stephanie
Vaquer. She's like the most over girl in the business. Which, by the way, quick plug for those. I should have said this at the beginning. Those that are watching, thank you. Stay till the end. We have a brand new segment we are debuting here. I should have said this at the beginning. We are going to give our top 5, and we're going to do it about every week, every 2 weeks or so, from the men and the women. I was going to say Stephanie Vaquer will be on my list. That girl, for whatever reason, is massively over.
Yeah, people like her, especially her
the butt thing,
the killed kiss of hell or death or whatever that is. Yeah, Ryan, the problem is I don't know who these girls are. I don't know who any 3 of these are, other than what I've seen since they've been called up to the main roster.
Right. Because we don't watch NXT.
I don't watch NXT. I don't have time. I'm sorry. I
ain't watching wressling every night. And if I am, it's old stuff.
Yeah.
On the off days. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it just so that to me is, and I'm glad Naomi won because I think we've seen in the past when you take a shot, Money in the Bank is not the match to take a shot on people because you get 6 months away from here and you're like, yeah, it's not happening. You saw that with Damian Sandow.
That's
you
the
saw
one
that.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
We've just seen so many of these freaking matches, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think
I couldn't tell you.
Was great. I thought the men's got good, but then it got overbooked again.
Yeah.
But I didn't think either. They didn't suck. They were good, Matt, but they weren't like.
I don't generally think the Money in the Bank matches do suck there, but that's what I'm saying. You can only do so much. You even saw a little overlap tonight, Ryan, with that. I don't know what that move is called, the flipping star death thing onto the ladder where they do a somersault over. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but they did it.
Did you see that? when Pentagon hit the flipping star death thing, man, that was sweet.
But again,
the flipping star.
Ryan, the thing is, it's cool, but I mean, they do that all
and
the
then
time,
they kick
man.
out.
Yeah, so it's not like, again, great, you hit it, but I mean, it's not gonna finish anybody. It's like Kevin Owens freaking like that inverted suplex to powerbomb off the top rope thing that he does, and you're like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And kick out. Okay.
Sounds like a regular Thursday night at Bugsy's back in the day.
Yeah.
Great, you hit it. But anyway, we'll move on. Hey, they said old people understand. Yeah. They set up this match at the AAA pay-per-view. So it's our 5th match. Shocking. 5 matches. Terrific. Dominic Mysterio got beat up at the end of the opening match of the AAA pay-per-view, and Octagon Jr. was the guy that was beating him up. Not to be confused with Pentagon Jr. or Triangle the Third. Not to be confused with either of them.
Rubik's Cube or
Rhombus
formula,
the Eighth. Not to be confused. This is Octagon Jr. So they threw this out there.
Name main events a WWE pay-per-view. Like I just, his name's Octagon.
It is what it is. It's a different culture. It's fine.
I get it.
I will say, I'll get into it. This match was short and sweet. Dom wins clean.
Yep.
I was shocked by this. One thing about it, did you notice Dom when he's backing up down the aisle, cutting his promo, saying how great he was? Did you see the little kid behind them?
I did not.
This little kid. Now, I don't know what he was actually doing.
I hope you're putting this on right now.
I will put up a screenshot of it. They're shooting Liv and Dom chest up or whatever. You can see the rail behind them. And there's a little kid, and he's looking down. And he's reaching. And just the way the frame and everything, it looks like little fella was getting a little frisky. Looking like little fella was trying to get his money's worth for his aisle seat. And he was reaching for the cakes, baby. It looked like and then they keep going because they're backing up. And then you can see his dad, and his dad's just like, that's my boy. Like, oh, look at this little fella. Did you see any of the AAA pay-per-view at all?
I did not. I heard that Gable lost.
Yeah, and that match was actually good.
I heard it was a good match.
It was actually good. Let me take a quick sidebar timeout over here to just give, because they showed this guy at ringside before this match. I don't know if you were fast forwarding or saw it. They show a man named Mr. Iguana.
I saw it. Oh my God.
You see, now Mr. Iguana was on SmackDown last night, and
please put his picture.
I went, wait a minute, 1 second. Let me rewind this real quick. I go, my man's name is Mr. Iguana. You got to be kidding me. I mean, this guy makes Luchasaurus look like freaking Brad Pitt. It was ridiculous. I saw when he was in the opening match, it was a 6-man tag with Octagon Jr., not Pentagon or Triangle Third. Yeah. He comes to the ring on all fours with a stuffed animal iguana in his mouth. He looked like my dog when I come home, running to the door. And he's crawling to the ring. He gets in the ring, and he has like LA Knight sunglasses on. And his face is all painted, and he's bald, and he looks super weird, man. And it really creeped me out. I swear to you, I'm like, dude, this looks like a horror movie. Like, this is actually weirding me out. And he's doing the tongue thing like a, he's doing that whole thing. I'm like, this is freaking weird, man. So I'm like, I'm fast forwarding this match. I don't care, because I watch it like an hour into it. I stop it, and Mr. Iguana is in the ring. I'm like, well, I have to watch Mr. Iguana. I have to see what this guy is going to do. And I hear Conan is on commentary, which, by the way, Conan Dude, I've been saying for 30 years, he should be a commentator. He did it a little bit when he was hurt in WCW. He was awesome. Guys obviously had some health issues. He wasn't great today, but it was fine. He goes, they gave him a name. Layeska was the name of the stuffed iguana. And he goes, Corey Graves, you know that Layeska sometimes helps Mr. Iguana during his matches. And I go, all right, I got to watch now. I got to watch. So I fast forwarded again till he got back in the ring. And he gets back in the ring. And he's got Layeska, the stuffed animal, which happens to be a puppet. So he sticks it on his hand like Santino style with the cobra. And he's sitting there and he's doing this and whatever. And the thing bit whoever his opponent was. I don't know who the heck he was. It bites him. And Conan's like, it bit him. He bit him. Oh, he hit him. And I'm like, what am I watching right now? What on earth am I watching? Well, I had to keep watching. I had to keep watching. So later, I fast forwarded again. He's got it back in the ring, and he's going to do it again. And that same guy ripped it off his hand, threw it on the ground. Dude, the crowd booed like the biggest boos of the weekend. They booed the crap out of him. He kicks it. Then he drops an elbow on the stuffed animal. Then he hit, what do you call? Oh, the Spanish fly on the stuffed animal. And I'm like, this is like stuff we would see in AEW when they first started.
This is what, this is
like this stuff. But I'll give it to him. I don't know why. I could not stop watching it. I was like, I have to see what this guy's going to do. Now, I never want to see it again. Now
that's what I was going to say. What if you were watching that week to week, Ryan?
This is like pockets in AEW. Like, oh, it's funny the first time. Now it's the same joke every time. I don't want to see it anymore. Get the heck off my TV. Like, I couldn't stop watching this stupid iguana guy. And I'm like, where's Mrs. Iguana? Where is she at? Like, is that the Elizabeth of Mexico? Is that her name? Elizabeth Iguana? Where is she? I couldn't stop watching it. But, dude, I never want to see it again.
Oh, boy, but I'm glad
that I did. I'm actually glad that I did because it was funny. And I'll tell you, guess what? I got text all day today going, hey, how about Mr. Iguana? Like, I don't know if people thought I would butcher it or if they thought I think it was funny. I'm not sure.
Right, I think it is. That seems like a very big, and I know we always, the Damian Sandow gimmick, that is funny, like you said, one time you see it.
Right.
3-4 weeks of this, you're oh my God, I don't ever want to see this again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And again, it's something that I didn't know what it was. And when you're hit with something like that you don't know, you're like, oh gosh, that's funny. Okay.
Right. Where do you go with it?
Yeah. And now what? But anyway, so there's our sidebar. That is our recap. The Chad Gable Vikingo match actually was good. I was surprised after what I saw from Vikingo in AEW. This was actually a very good match. I'd recommend watching that match too. It was good. Now here's one for you. I know these are your two girls. We got Bird Girl taking on Becky Lynch.
A girl can work. I'll give her that, man. She's not bad in the ring. She's just...
Whose wings are worse, Nick? Trivia time.
Oh, Jesus.
Hooters or Bird Girl? Whose wings are worse?
I would Bird Girl. Bird Girl is the worst winged thing I've ever seen in my life. This is... I can't get... Ryan, I can't take it seriously.
How is she not in the Wingstop commercials that they have during these pay-per-views?
Even when she doesn't have her wings, like, just... I don't know what it is about her gear, her hair, and everything. It's not working for me, man.
She didn't have the feathers in her hair.
No, thank God, that's good. And again, they she's fine in the ring. There's not a problem there.
Yeah, it was a great match.
But yeah, I don't know. I just can't get over her, man. It's not working for me.
Bird? Like, I know it's just like some mythical thing back in the day. They would save people or something, but does it have to do with Bird? and that's why she has wings and feathers and all that.
Valkyrie was, yeah. I don't know, Ryan. I have to look.
Becky Lynch is the man, but you don't see her walking around with a giant crank coming out of her pants. I mean, what do we?
I don't know, man. She's a bird, dude. That's why I keep saying I can't get over this. She's a bird.
No, I can't. I think she just looks so stupid.
It is.
And I thought this match was better than the last match, honestly.
Like, you can't make fun of the Red Rooster and cheer this. It's the same freaking thing, man.
What about the match, Nick?
The match was good.
Yeah.
I don't know what these belts are just bad, Ryan. I'm sorry. They're just
being
pointless.
on Becky helps.
It does, but now, okay, so now Becky has this one. She's a bigger athlete than Io, or a bigger star than Io. So I feel like that almost brings Io's belt down now.
It's like Ric Flair having the IC or the US belt title, in 96. Yeah. Kicking out of the manhandle slam from the top rope.
Yeah.
Kicking out of
it's
finishes.
Just Ryan, I think it's just the way the world of wrestling is now. I mean, I don't think anybody's kicked out of more finishing the Cena's FU or the Attitude. Oh, yeah. That never wins with a hit, man. Like, I mean, that thing needs like 5, 6, 7, 8 to 10.
It's ridiculous nowadays. The finish was fine. Yep. I knew once they threw in the stipulation where Bird Girl had to raise her arm and put the belt on, I'm like, well, Becky's winning.
Oh, they mentioned too many times that she was 0-3 against her, and she's 0-5 in her last 5 titled match. I'm like, you can't mention those stats and then not let someone win, man.
Right.
But I'll tell you, you know who I think was great tonight of anybody? Wade Barrett, man. He had some freaking lines, man. When he was like, after the match was over, he was like, she should go out there and give the people what they paid for, because to lift Becky's hand. I thought that was great. And calling her a sore loser.
And he was fighting with Cole and them. He was playing that heel up all night.
He sounded a lot Jesse-ish tonight. And I just want to say I caught it. And from someone who loves reminiscing about old Jesse, I thought it was great.
Well, and I will say this, Bird Girl lost the belt. She gets her heat back there, but by beating up Becky, which, the whole world saw coming.
And you need that when you nest.
You got to keep the eggs warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. For as much as I like the Bird crap, I will say she has been very good the last few weeks. Since they finally let her talk.
Yeah.
She can talk. And I don't know if you watched any of the pre-show or anything. They did a sit down with her, and she was very good in the pre-show too. I think they got a really good talent here. I really do. I think she's good. Wings. But the Bird stuff, I mean,
it's not.
I don't need to see, why doesn't she just fly away? What?
Or why does she wear the wings? What does it mean to her?
Why doesn't she just peck her in the face? Yeah.
Is she, like we talked before, a relative of the Rooster? I don't know. Why is she here?
Yeah, that whole thing,
it's stupid.
It just,
sorry.
I mean, it's wrestling, so it's really not the dumbest thing we've ever seen, and it's probably not even close. Just, there's something about it that looks ridiculous. When she comes, and she did not have the feathers in her hair today, although, by the end, a couple of her feathers were sticking up. Looked like alfalfa there for a while at the end. But she didn't have feathers, but it was dyed. But the wings...
It looks like 1993 WCW, if that may... it does, doesn't it? She comes out of,
it looks
fog
beyond
lights
ridiculous.
And it's, she could be the newest member of the Dungeon of Doom.
What Zodiac gonna do? I'm not sure, but that bird's gonna poop right on your shoulder, brother. You're toast.
And she could get fed to Hogan.
It just wrestling is so over the top. It's always been so over the top. But there is a line.
Yeah.
And the line does move here and there. Like some things are acceptable for some reason and some things aren't. Here, it just looks stupid. I don't know what it is. And like I said, I do like now that they've let her talk, she can talk. And I'm like, and she can work. I'm like, I think this girl's pretty good.
Right.
But then I see her come down the ring doing that should be your dang music when she comes down. Yeah. And then we can throw our woos in there like that. Well, here's the other thing. She seems completely normal when she talks. Like she talks.
Yes.
And
I
then
just
all
wear
of
wings.
a sudden she...
Like, I mean, what would you do if you went out to meet this girl for a cup of coffee at Starbucks and she just shows up with wings?
She'd probably fly me home.
Yeah, but she talks normal. Like you sit down, you have a conversation.
You want to come back to my place? We can probably fly there in 5 minutes.
She beats the traffic.
I got a nest right over on Elm Street. It's really big. It's like underneath trough.
Hey, Ryan, we've given this so much crap, but I hope they do something and take heed from maybe someone on this because there is something there with this girl. She's good. Usable. I think good.
She's good.
She can work in the ring. She's comfortable on the mic, but she has wings.
Take these wings,
these broken
and
wings,
let me fly again.
Mr. should be the manager. That'd be awesome.
Bird Girl, managed by Mr. All right, we got one more match to talk about. It's the men's Money in the Bank. So
another good match.
I'm going to let you go, but I do want to say beforehand, it was freaking obvious with these people who were in it that Seth Rollins was going to win. I'm like, this is the only guy, maybe possibly LA Knight because he's a face, but like he kind of acts like a heel, like because he's cocky and he needs something. Yeah, so maybe, but then the last week or two I've been going, he just got in the match, but I had a feeling he was going to get in. I could see El Grande Americano winning this match.
I thought he was the outside chance.
And then after losing to Vikingo earlier in the night, El Grande Americano would then cash in for the AAA Mega title and save Chad Gable. I thought that was a possibility. I really did. But they went with the obvious, and I think it's the right move because I do think Seth should fight Jay at SummerSlam. I think, and I don't think he should cash in if he does whatever. I think they should fight. Your thoughts on the match and the finish and who won and all that?
Yeah, I think the right guy won as well as you, Ryan. It was a good match. Is it the greatest Money in the Bank match I've ever seen? Probably not. Wasn't bad though. I mean, it had some cool spots.
The spots there weren't. I will say, and we're equal here. We rip on AEW all the time. I rip on WWE when they screw things up. They dang near missed a bunch of spots on this. And there was a big one with a double ladder falling off the ladders onto other ladders, and they missed them both at the same time. And then there was another one I can't remember. They hit as the guy was falling through the ladder. Like whoever was directing this, they did not do a very good job tonight. I had one other thing I did want to say, and I can't remember. So go ahead, man. I'll think of it.
Well, I knew it was going to happen just because they're already train wreck matches. I really wish they would ban people from coming down to the ring.
Thank you. It's another pay-per-view, Nick. I'm going to interrupt you because I know where you're going, and I'll let you go. We said at our last pay-per-view review. Here's another one. Triple H is booking Attitude Era every main event. It has to be a circus. This match became a circus. Go ahead.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, we always said well, why doesn't The Undertaker just shoot lightning? Why don't you hire 50 guys before you go into this match and just have them on standby to come
Run
out
in.
there and murder everyone else. Why don't you bring weapons to this match? Why don't there? You gotta play. There's just more than there's just no rules, or anybody can get involved because it just seems like I don't know. And I'm with you. It turns into a circus. It takes like it ends up. Some of these guys, like L.A. Knight, was even in this match.
Well,
Like,
no,
I mean,
yeah, he was not in it at all.
right?
But
I mean,
hold on, Nick, because this makes no sense either. And what you're talking about is Seth's guys came down at the end of this match. Bronson and Bronson, by the way. Have you ever even met two guys named Bronson in your life?
sounds like a cleaning product, like Bronson and Bronson, or I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like a law firm. Bron Bronson should be the name. They still don't have a name. That should be the name of this faction, Bron Bronson. Because, by the way, you know Bron Breaker's real name is Bronson. You got two guys in one group named Bronson. Very odd. Anyway, they come down. They clean house for 5 minutes. They murder everybody. 5 minutes later, Jacob Fatu and them decide they're going to come down. Why didn't you come down? Why did you wait 5 minutes and then decide, oh, I guess we'll come down? None of them were on the. It's not like they were distracted. They didn't have a match tonight. They had nothing to do. They're just sitting back there watching TV. They let everybody get wiped out. Then they come down. Jacob Fatu, it's fine. I like it. But it was so obvious that he was turning on Solo, which is fine. Especially after the events on SmackDown where he called him a dummy and whatever. And Seth gets up. Seth climbs the ladder. All of a sudden, L.A. Knight wakes up too. L.A. Knight wakes up and tries to pull him. Well, where was Braun and Bronson then? Where were they then? They just left? You were down here for the last 15 minutes. You just what you got in a cab and went home? Where were you? Why didn't you pull him down? And then Seth dude, these Triple H finishes, dude. This is now like the 5th pay-per-view in a row where it has made WrestleMania 15 go, hey, you're doing too much, brother.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot, dude. It's a lot of BS. And it goes back to what we've been saying. The Rock and Triple H, this is what they know. They know BS Attitude Era finishes. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. I just this was a little too much at the end for me, but I mean, at least the right guy won. Oh, where's LA Knight? Oh, he took a headlock hip toss 20 minutes ago and still laying on the outside.
El Grande.
Yeah,
he got nailed by LA Knight. Big bump. No, he was not involved in any of the run-ins. That's why I thought he was going to win. I go, he's the only guy who hasn't showed up since LA Knight hit him. That killed him for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
it's a tough match to book and really
take seriously.
Yeah, yes. Especially with the way they added more people to it than you already had 6 dudes, man. You didn't need 4 more.
We're going to do something for the first time. We've never done it. And it's kind of stupid, but whatever. It's something to just put where we think everything's at. And the reason I thought of it is because of what you just said. I do think the business is a little like, what's going on right now? And it may be because Roman Reigns has been gone. And whenever he's gone, about the last year, to be honest, I don't think it's been as good. We are doing our top 5. We got our top 5 men, top 5 women. And I will say, Roman Reigns has not been on TV since WrestleMania. He would be my number 1 still today, but since he's not been on TV, he's disqualified. Give us, let's start with the ladies, Nick. You got a top 5 right now after Money in the Bank. What's going on? Give us your top 5. Who you got?
To me, these are just the people that still intrigue me. People why I want to tune in. Does that make sense, Ryan? Like, this is to me...
Absolutely. I think that's the most important thing.
I'm not looking like who the most over is the general audience. These are specifically geared toward me. Number
I'm looking at both, but I
guess that's
it's your list, right?
5, I still got Chelsea Green. I still like Chelsea Green. I can listen to her talk.
She's over.
She puts on, she's over at 5. At 4, I got Bianca because I'm still weary. Like, what are we doing with, like, is she going to turn? Is she not going to turn?
I don't think anybody knows.
And so I like
it's very strange.
That's still interesting to me.
She just showed up back at home in Tennessee, and she was over as heck.
At 3, obviously. And this one's more for the fans out there, I got Io. At number 2, I got Naomi after tonight, Ryan. That Money in the Bank, this is interesting, and this is a pivotal moment in her career.
Absolutely.
Because she has been kind of low card, not almost name job guy.
She was a Funkadactyl.
Right.
And then she was the glow girl.
So I think when she cashes in, she needs to win, and that cash in needs to work. If you're going to try to make this girl a player.
Yep.
So I got her at 2. And number 1, I got Jade. She seems to be murdering people.
Jade.
Yeah, I got Jade. I'm interested in Jade because I want to see her take the belt. I want to see her. So she's mine.
Wow.
I think she's been coming back. She's hot. I don't know. I'm interested in Jade.
Okay, so we may have done this list a little different because I agree with everything you said. It's your list. It's who you think are the top. Yeah. But I did. These are the top. I think the top 5 women in the company.
Okay.
Period. And ours are much different actually. She's the world champ, and even though I don't think it's good, Tiffy, I got at 5. I got the world champ at 5. Don't know where her feud is, don't know anything, but also when her music hits, the people still like her, and it might just be because they think she's pretty, so they cheer for her, but they still cheer for her. I've got Becky at 4, and it's hard if we're actually talking about full package and everything. It's hard to keep her out of 1. Because her matches with Bird Girl have been good and her mic work has been good. I hate that she's a heel. I don't like that at all. I don't understand it, but whatever. And now she's the IC champ. I got her at 4. I have Io at 3 for the same exact reasons you do. People seem to like this girl. She does put on good matches, but there's something about her that I'm just don't care about. What's her feud right now? What's she doing? You know, what are we doing here? It's your world champ. What are you doing? You didn't have this girl at all. And it's a lot of reasons. I got Stephanie Vaquer at number 2. I mean, this girl's over, and I didn't hit at it.
Well, the move she does is definitely over. I mean, they like to watch her smash people's face into their butt go up and down.
I got to get this girl out of this outfit, though. The stupid horns on her head, and like she looks.
I can't,
dude. I like the girl. I think she's a pretty girl, and that scene, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so hot" and all this. Yeah, she's a really pretty girl, but I look at her, I'm like, get out of that crap. Yeah. Get those stupid horns off your head. Get the whatever. Get that crap off. Like, and I don't mean it like that. I mean, you look stupid. Like, yeah, you are a pretty girl, but you look dumb wearing that stuff. That said, she's over as heck, and she won both the NXT belts. She came up here. She's getting popped through the building. She's number 2, and I can't believe you didn't have this girl at all on your list. It ain't for me, but did you hear the response to Rhea Ripley tonight? When they did the walk-in with the 4-minute long, by the way, I timed it. The walk-in today, 4 minutes. Rhea Ripley, the place went crazy when she came out. So,
the thing to WrestleMania.
She's the biggest woman in the business.
She is big. She is, Ryan. I feel like she's stale and has been since before Mania. Like she doesn't
need the belt though.
No,
like she's that big, man.
She doesn't. I don't know. I just don't know what we're doing with her.
I
Like,
agree. I agree.
Who's she feuding with? What's she doing?
And she's still that big.
Yeah, she is over though.
Dude, when they
Definitely
the walking open,
I
was
never
bigger
thought
than Cody. It was bigger than anybody.
I never thought this girl would be bigger than Becky or Bianca. Like, I never thought that would happen.
Yeah. Well. By the way, let's do this. I had this argument today with the guy I was watching the pay-per-view with. You want to know why? Because of the guy who has now gotten 2 women over, Dom.
I know.
And he's like, well, the Liv was already kind of big. Not like this. Liv has gone to another level since getting with him. Rhea was over, but not like she was until Dom came around. And his slimy BS whatever. Dominic Mysterio's freaking money, dude.
Oh, he is very
Let's
good.
go to the fellas. Is Dominic Mysterio on your list? 5 of them, Nick. Go ahead.
5. I've got, just because tonight and because I'm interested, R-Truth. I put him on there.
I thought
because
about it.
I'm just interested, Ryan. Like, what are you going to do with it? It's not even all good. Like, he's 50 some years old. What are we doing here?
You're throwing him at the main guy.
But the fans are reacting. So, number 4, I put CM Punk because people are still into him. He's cutting promos. They're still chanting
Dude, they go
his name.
nuts. Like Rio, when he comes out, they go nuts.
And number 3, I took him off here. I was going to put McIntyre, but he's gone kind of now. So I took him off. I'm going to get crap for this. El Grande Americano is my number 3, man. He's why, dude, I'm loving every segment Chad gave. I could care less about Alpha Academy, Ryan. They're immediate fast forward.
Awful.
Until this. Now,
I agree.
If he's on the screen,
you know Shorty G, what G stood for, don't you?
What's that?
Grande.
Yeah,
that's what it stood for. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm not fast forwarding. If he's on there, I stop and watch. I'm interested.
I think it's awesome.
I love it.
I think it's great. I think, and I didn't think about it till tonight, the first segment when they did the whole package on him and everything, that might be segment of the year for me so far.
The package, his
segment of the year.
His original package probably is my segment of the year. Like that thing.
It was awesome. Move on, number 2.
Nikolai Volkov was anti-communist, just to let everybody know.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, number 2, because they're my guys, Seth Rollins and his faction group. But I'm with you. Like, give me something.
We gotta move here.
Yes, we've got to move away from this. And number 1, Ryan, I cannot believe I have him at 1. And just because I think wrestling is really stale, and he is still, what's going to happen to him? John Cena is still, like, I don't know what's going to happen with this belt. I don't know how this is going to end. I'm not saying it's great because this doesn't speak well to the rest of your storylines. Because I don't think the Cena thing has been amazing, but I don't think you've had anything.
They're going crazy every time they see him.
Yep, I don't
because they know it's their last time seeing him.
And so those are my 5.
So we are much more together on the guys than we are the ladies, and I'll get to that in a minute. At 5, I've got Jacob Fatu. This guy is massively over, and until R-Truth came out, he had the pop of the night when he did everything he did today. Like, he's massively over, and he's the champ, so I got him. I struggled with this when I wasn't going to put him in, but it's hard not to. I got Cody at 4. I mean, He's over.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I
don't like
Ryan,
him at all.
You know me, I'll defend him, but he is. It's stale right now. Like, I'm sitting here going, like, I don't know that he's the guy to put the belt back on.
Well, maybe not, but I don't know who else you do. But
me neither. But go ahead.
He's over, and the kids and everything.
I like him.
His comeback's been good. So the top 3, I screwed the whole thing up numerous times. I had number 3, number 1 the whole time because I brought this whole idea up to you like 2 days ago or something. I was like, well, let's do a top 5, right? And then This guy was my number one the whole time. And then somehow he made his way to number 3 today when I finally made it, and that's CM Punk. Just because of the reactions. When he comes out, I mean, it's like freaking Michael Jackson walking into something, you know. At 2, also, I got Seth, especially after winning. And I had him at 1. After winning, I put him to 1 and bumped Punk down. And then I went, no. The guy drawing the house is still John Cena.
It's still John Cena. John
Cena is still drawing the house, and they're still cheering for this guy, even though he told everybody how terrible they are and everything. Cena's number 1. Cena is number 1. So yeah, I got Cena, Seth, Punk, Cody, and Ryan, Jacob are my 5.
Can we just say the one that's missing? Neither one of us put your champion on here.
Who's my champ?
Jey Uso.
Well, yeah, no.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Well, you noticed, Nick? They're doing a Cody with him now, and they've really accentuated it the last about 2 weeks. He grabs kids constantly and lifts up a kid. He didn't do it like he would stop and do the thing, but now he lifts up a kid, and they do it together. They're giving him the Cody treatment, so which is not a dumb thing to do. It's very smart, but they are accentuating that. Anything else, Nick? We only got a minute left. Nope. Anything?
I just said I'll say that I'll stick with my guns, man. I said it after he won at Mania. He will not have this belt after SummerSlam.
I wouldn't think so. I would not think so. Hey, so again, this top 5 thing, we're gonna update it. You know, as big events show up, we're going to roll our thing out here. And who we think, very interesting. Guys, almost the same. Girls, totally different between the two of us. So that just tells you how different wrestling fans
and I think. It shows
who are your...
The difference in clarity in one division versus the other, who's on top and which one's scattered.
And a lot of new girls.
Yes.
A lot of new girls. Give us your top 5 if you could. Tell us who you got. We would love to see it and comment on it. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. If you could share this, it helps other people see this. It helps the algorithm, and it would help us out a ton. We appreciate it so much. Nick, you know I love you, brother. Thanks, for being here very late tonight for an old teacher. Until next time, job guys, out.
You smell something, it's us, because we're the stuff.